And is Mr. Ahmed in the room today?
Mr. Ahmed is in the room today.
No. Can you just point to him?
Yeah, right over there.
Let the record. When did you meet Mr. Ahmed?
I met Mr. Ahmed May 2020.
Okay, and when you met him, what was his name at that time?
His name was Umar Osarufuel.
I'm sorry?
Umar Osarufuel.
Okay. How were you introduced?
We met through a friend.
Okay. And there was some testimony earlier about like you guys are in the same community.
Yes.
Can you explain what that is?
So we're both Muslim, and we have just a Sunni Muslim community, and that means that either we go to the same mosque, we basically know the same people. The community is very small.
When you get paired up, do you talk about the past or do you talk about the future?
The future.
Okay.
See, what her attorney is doing here, she guiding her to create a narrative.
Did Mr. Ahmed just tell you about his criminal past?
No.
Okay. How did you learn about it?
I looked it up.
On?
Case search.
Did you ever confront him about it?
No.
The severity of the charges, how did you feel after seeing them?
I felt like I was deceived.
By whom?
Umar.
Objection, Your Honor.
What's your objection?
What does this have to do with the actual custody or visitation of our son?
It is a factor. It's not a deciding factor. And I'm just saying up front for everybody, people who have done time still have a right to be with their children. But nonetheless, it is one of the factors that I'm to look at in deciding the best interest of the children. So,
Let me understand what I'm hearing here. This guy has served time for a charge that happened 12 years ago, had nothing at all to do with children, and it's a deciding factor whether or not he should be a father. For all that, you might as well cut his penis off on his way out of the prison. I mean, is your debt ever paid to society, or is it a forever debt?
And I think we're getting to that part. So you felt deceived, you said, by him.
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel like when you intend to marry somebody, you're having a child with them, everything should be on the table. I need to know who I'm dealing with. And I had a mistake.
So you previously testified, like he said he was away.
Yes.
Do you think that was his way of telling you?
Possibly.
Okay, but he didn't elaborate.
No.
Okay, and you didn't ask additional questions.
No.
Okay, that's okay. So you guys are both of the same religion, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your testimony earlier that you don't practice that religion, is that correct?
That I don't practice it?
That you're not involved in that religion anymore?
His testimony.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
No, it's not accurate.
So what's your relationship with the mosque or the community?
Prior to COVID, I would go to Jumu'ah, that's our Friday prayer. Even during COVID, I want to say while I was pregnant, which was the last Eid, I was there. I would have been at the one that he requested had Suraj not been sick.
Okay.
And when I'm there, I'm with and around his family, and around his family, and around his family.
you did say in your direct examination that this is a small, relatively tightly knit community, and the testimony from Mr. Ahmed's mom was that she'd known your dad for 40 years. You had no idea that he'd spent most of the last 10 years in prison?
No.
Do you have any knowledge, personal knowledge, of whether or not Mr. Ahmad spent time in prison?
No.
In your community, is that type of thing discussed?
No.
Is that frowned upon in your community?
Yes.
Did you have any knowledge that Mr. Ahmad served a lengthy prison sentence?
No.
Did you learn that before or after he asked, he stated his intentions for your daughter?
I think I might have heard of something to that nature after those intentions were made.
Okay. Do you know if if you don't know, say, I don't know, because we may not know. Do you know if your daughter knew about that?
No, she didn't discuss it with me.
Okay.
I don't know why liars lie.